This one, it really hurts the team. Did y'all watch the Texans home opener? It was a heartbreaker, to say the least, for the Texans during Monday Night Football. They lost by 1 point. 1 point, y'all. 20-19 to the Tampa Bay Bucks after giving up a game-winning TD with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Win the game. That's what the game comes down to. We had multiple opportunities to win that game, and we didn't make the plays we needed to make.
That was Coach Ryan's. Now, Houston had taken the lead late on a Nick Chubb TD run, but Baker Mayfield, he led an 80-yard drive to steal it for Tampa. C.J. Stroud says they need to keep working on the plays.
At the end of the day, it's about winning games, and those plays that are in between, you know, those are the games. I mean, those are the plays that you end up winning or losing on. So, in my opinion, I think that's, you know, what we got to get better at, is just making more plays and sustaining drives.
So the Texans are now 0-2 to start the season. Next up, they go to the Jags this Sunday. So let's talk the highs and lows of last night's game with our one and only H-Town Sports Talk Show host, Kim Davis. Thanks for waking up with us.
Absolutely. Good morning.
It probably wasn't the best start to our morning for sure. You were there at the game.
Yes.
There were some highs, so let's start with that.
So the highs were, although we end with the defense giving up an 80-yard drive, they really, for much of the game, were able to contain Baker Mayfield. I say contain him, that's not true. They were able to control the score, right? The Bucs scored early, and then they didn't score again until that winning drive in the second half. So that's kind of a high.
Right.
The offense started the game with a great march down the field.
That was exciting.
A catch, you know, like this magical catch by Nico Collins in the end zone when he dragged his toes in. That was a high.
Right. And
then there were some lows in the middle. And the special teams did some amazing things. There was a 53-yard run back by the rookie Jalen Noel in the fourth quarter, which put him in position for Nick Chubb to end up, you know, getting that touchdown. So they did have some moments, but you've got to play the entire fourth quarter, and you can't let the other team hang around.
So what were the lows, especially, like, let's start with defense, because there were some lows, especially, of course, at the end.
Right. So I'm going to go to the last play, the drive, the 80-yard drive that we talked about, where the Bucs scored with 6 seconds left. Nobody on defense will say this, but I'm going to say it. They were gassed. I mean, they had been on the field a lot, and on that last drive, I think they gave all they had.
Right.
I did not hear one person say that, but I'm watching them going, man, they're gassed, you know. So that was, I think, a challenge. And also missing tackles, you know. And then there were penalties this week on defense. There were 6 penalties, 5 on defense. 4 of those penalties resulted in first downs for the Bucs. You can't do those things and win ball games.
Right. Now, what about CJ? He played well, but he was kind of off, I felt. I've been reading up about him.
CJ played well. I think there are a couple of throws he'd like back. I think people are probably particularly talking about the ones where he was trying to hit Nico once in the end zone, and maybe the other one was Watson. And so those throws, he'd probably like to have those back. So I think that there's enough criticism in all parts of the game, except I would say special teams, to go around. I mean, the defense would definitely like to tackle better and get off the field on third down. The offense has definitely got to figure out how to score.
Right.
I mean, you're going to have to score if you want to get to a double-digit win season.
Okay, so now we're 0-2.
Yes.
Not always the start, but like the Giants, they've come back and won a Super Bowl after that. So it's not, you know.
And remember, this Texans team was 0-2 in CJ's rookie season.
That's true.
And they ended up winning the division, getting to the playoffs. Now, you don't want to start 0-2, but those games are gone, right? So this week is really big because it's in the conference. It's an AFC game, and it's in the division.
Right.
So they need to beat this game this week and next week, but we're just going to start with the Jaguars.
So what do we need to do? Especially, it's a quick turnaround.
It's a quick turnaround. It's the NFL, right? You know, they're used to it, and there's just no room for excuses. What they have to do is tweak some things. And I would say this offensively, without being too football-y, techie talking, some different route running, I think, from Nick Caley. I'm still looking to see. I think you've got the pieces. I think you just got to put those pieces in the right place. And this is CJ's second offensive coordinator in 3 seasons, right?
Oh, when you put it that way.
You know, but he's a professional, like he said last night, and they've got to get it done. I think that they can, but this is going to be a crucial week for them to see how they respond and fix some of the things that they can control. the penalties, right? Getting off the field. And what can this offense do? Although I think it will continue to get better, it's got to get better a little more quickly.
How are you feeling about the Jags?
You know, I think on any given Sunday, right? And then you're going into Jacksonville. So the Jags have some things to look at and they have some weapons. But I think that this Texans team, if it does the things that we think that they're capable of, like last night, that defense was a very good defense. It didn't look like the elite defense that I believe they are.
Right.
That elite defense, I think it's a win.
I always love it. You break it down, and I like what you said. They need to focus on what they can control.
Right.
I think that that's key.
That's all you can do, right? They go in, they face the Heisman Trophy winner and Travis Hunter. People are going to be excited to see how the Jags continue to use him. But what the Texans need to do is they've got to eliminate the penalties. And one of the things that D'Amico said last night was it's about technique. You know, it's about being in the right place. Your hands should be low, not high. It's little things like that that turn into penalties, that turn into first downs, that make it difficult for them to get off the field and to score points.
Well, this is why you're the MVP around here.
Oh, wow.
We're talking
Listen
sports.
to you. It's just because I got
You have
up.
a new show
Yes.
here. So
Yes.
tell everybody how we can catch you. You and Brad Gilmore.
And
I'm
Brad
really
Gilmore
excited.
on Friday nights at 10 o'clock right here on the CW, and it's called H-Town Sports Talk. We are excited about it. We're having conversations, and we hope that you join us. And let us hear from you. We'll figure that out how you can do it, but we'd like to know what you'd like to know. So it's fun.
And then you also have Chalk Talk.
I still have Chalk Talk where I am talking all things sports, including Astros, which I'll be at later tonight, because it's that time of year. And in a couple weeks, we'll be throwing the Rockets into the mix. So it's a lot going on.
Girl, you are busy, but thank you for always making time for me.
Absolutely.
I
Thank you
always
for
love
having
you,
me.
and I think we have a date next Monday.
I think we have a date.
All right. Don't ditch me. Don't stand me up.
Just don't be a cheap date, right?
No.
Okay.
I'll even buy you dinner.
Coffee's good.
Okay, coffee.
Okay.
If you want cream, let me know.
Okay.
Or a latte. In the